awesome. And this is like connects here. A big gulp. No, this is a milkshake from the Shake Shack. Another really fun place. Let's see if we can put some color here. Oh, that's good. This piece of found fencing adds nice texture for this. That's good. They kind of like, yeah, that's, well, now we just need some feet on her, but, or maybe it's a him. I don't know. Do you think we should continue the arm like out here? I do. I like these like patterned pieces of paper that I found here. They're fun. They kind of look like wallpaper. And we'll put something in this. Oh, what is in this one? Like, okay. This has like a sandwich. This is a French toast sandwich from Shopson's with a chicken leg sticking out of it. That's a shake from the Shake Shack. Some angry people that had to wait in line. And then here, what can he be in? What's in this hand? I don't know. Maybe a cell phone. Oh, of course. Instagramming. That's what's happening. I don't have anyone like with a. Do I have anyone with a cell phone? It's important if you're gonna capture modern times. Oh yeah, there's a couple cell phones in this one. There's one there. There's a couple cell phones, but if you're capturing modern times, you can't capture modern times without somebody. I mean, now that's so weird because there's iPhones in art. That's really weird. They finally made it into the art. Mine anyway. For a long time, I like avoided putting any kind of technology in my art, trying to be like, but now you just like hit one, and that's okay. That's just part of life. It's part of modern life. This is going to be really funny because this is going to totally date this piece. Because, you know, in 20 years, they're going to be like, what's that thing? What's that thing? Because all the phones are going to be, well, they'll probably go all the way back to looking like retro phones again. They'll be really advanced technology, but they'll just like look like regular, you know, the phones of the 80s or something, or like big car phones. It'll just be in vogue to like carry around like this massive car phone. They're like, remember when phones were tiny? That was so dumb. Now they're like regular. It's much better. Who knows? It's crazy times, you guys. There we go. It's like selfies. And there's Betty's legs. And then I'm going to do a little bit of filling in with some color on her. It's kind of like you go through so much of life standing in lines. And so there's a lot of characters, I mean, especially in New York City, like you're standing in lines basically all the time, waiting for something. So it's kind of like, what it kind of looks like is that they're standing in some kind of a line. And that looks sort of like that too. There's the lady with the afro. I kind of added a different, like her afro looks like kind of funny over there. but I left it. I think it's good. I'm going to keep that. And then there's some eggs. And let's is this dry yet? This is almost dry, but not totally dry yet. Let's add some colors. Oh, good, we have a color. That's good, okay. Dirty water, clean water. It's nice to have a lot of room in the studio because then I have room for all of this stuff, dirty water and clean water. And then we can continue the show and it doesn't the water doesn't get all dirty. It can stay clean. This panel was used last week in my silk screening episode where I tried to silk screen on it, and the only thing that came out was this lady's afro way out in the corner, like nothing printed. It's very, very, I mean, it's fun to try. I kind of figured nothing would happen, but this did print over there, which is so, and it's the same character up there. She'll be painted over, but. This is a great color against that red. And I think I'll continue it up here to kind of connect those pieces. It's great to see them all up on a wall finally. Starts to really make sense, and standing back is really fun, seeing them all together. One time I was at the compound really late at night. I think it was maybe about a week ago, or no, maybe it was a little, like 2 weeks ago. And I was the last one to leave, and it was really quiet in the big main space, and like I started hearing all kinds of like weird noises, and I got so scared. When you really are a ghost enthusiast, basically everything is haunted until proven not haunted. So if you hear a sound or if you hear a bump or some kind of thing, something makes noise, like you know it's a ghost, and like you better leave fast because it's haunted. It's haunted. Everything is haunted. So that's my mentality. I like to go into an investigation pretty sure that it's haunted, and then leave satisfied that if anything like made any noises that I captured ghostly activity. I don't like to use scientific equipment. I like to just make up things in my head. I don't think you can give a person a TV show who does that. Although this is a TV show. Maybe you can. That's pretty good. I think I want more of that color to continue into that area. I'm feeling it, guys. Good thing it's straight out of the tube. I'm not messing around. I gotta move this thing along, you know. But like Kenny shops in, he uses frozen stuff sometimes. His food's delicious, but he doesn't mess around. He's like, sometimes it's gotta be frozen because I got 900 items on the menu to cook. So how am I gonna have all? And the kitchen is the size of like a walk-in closet. Sometimes it's right out of the tube. You're just like, that's the color I want. It's going in. It works perfectly. We're not messing around here. Let's get crazy, you guys. And this sparkle, and he puts sparkles on top of. this is already been, it's nice and dry, so I can just go in and crisp those lines up here. This panel is really textured because I took this really weird tissue paper and glued it on a while back. And so it's really awesome to put this kind of really flat color right on top of this kind of pink textured. I like the way that looks. Oh, that's wet, so I can't touch that. I just remembered. Although it's really warm in here, so it's drying pretty quick. That looks pretty good. Awesome. Is this the 24th episode? I lost count. I know it's at least the 24th or the 25th episode, which means that we've created 24 straight hours of Tharp World, or more. So if one were to, you know, find oneself bored or else just needing of inspiration and had a whole day, including the nighttime, to sit and watch, we have just made 24 hours of Tharp World, 24 hours of art. That means one whole day of my life has been doing Tharp World, which is what better way to spend a life than doing something you love doing and making art and making jokes. Incredible. Wow, that is just crazy. That is a lot of episodes. And it just started out as one little episode. And we're like, let's try to make a show. And then it turned into 24 later. It's still going strong. It's really fun. So thanks for watching, anybody who's been watching through the whole thing, or anyone who's new to the show and just started watching. It's so awesome that you do that. That you pay attention, that you watch. I love it. Thank you. Wow, it's starting to make sense, isn't it? It's really starting to make some sense. That's good. Okay. Yes, that. This dress is made to put paint on. Let's see what's next. I think what we'll do next is add a little bit more lines. Or no, you know what we'll do? We'll fill in a little bit of color. Let's fill in a little bit of color. So we've got some colors on here. Let's see. Let's do little dots. inspired by like confetti, like when confetti flies all over and it's all these like beautiful random colors. I love that, and I try to get that feeling. I love the funfetti cupcakes and cakes where there's just like color all inside, like little dots of color, random and perfect. So I hope when this is viewed from far away, like the whole thing all together, it'll look like a color explosion. It wouldn't be a piece of Tharp artwork without a hot dog in it somewhere. I'm trying to think what characters I've seen this week. Well, I have seen in the last 24 hours some really, really bored men at the mall on that Instagram. And they're like sleeping in chairs with their mouths like wide open. And like baby birds. And huge ears. I'm gonna draw them like I think if I can pass along any lessons, it's like if you are painting and you run out of room, just make the character's feet and arms really tiny. That is just, if I can pass along anything to those trying to achieve greatness with their work, just make their feet really small. And you will be well respected in the community. Thank you. This looks like one of those massage chairs. That's really lovely. Let's put him in socks. There. Yeah. actually looks pretty happy. He doesn't look like a miserable man at all. He is so funny. I like this kind of Saved by the Bell background. I don't know what's going on with these. Like I have these scraps and it looks like it's so Saved by the Bell to me. It's really weird. I'm like, why not? Why not? And the best thing about that Instagram is that it's like bored, miserable men in the mall, like all over the world. Like not just in America, but it's a universal thing. Like there's bored men in China and bored men in the Philippines and bored men in Europe, bored men in Turkey, bored men everywhere. It's so good. It just happens, you know, in the mall. You just get tired. It's funny how malls are all over the world too. I like that. Don't forget the horizon line. Because it does matter. Because that's how we know we are in an environment let's make this like that. There. It's starting to come together. Oh yeah. I like this lady a lot. I'm gonna make her friend over here. That's why I left a hole in the horizon line because there's two girls that I did in the silk screen last week. Where are they? These girls here. One has like diamond glasses and one has square glasses, but they're both wearing the same thing on the same day, and they're like best friends, and that's always a bummer. Twinsies. Oh my god, it's really just not, when it happens it's so awkward. Don't you guys hate when things are awkward? I do. It's really one of my least favorite things. I still never quite got over like having a really hard time with that. So I think maybe sometimes in art it's a way to kind of work it through. And it happens pretty often if, like with friends, because you know you have a lot of the same stuff and you like the same styles, and they might show up wearing the same thing on the same day, and everybody has to tell you because you didn't notice. You were wearing the same thing as your friend. You didn't notice, and you need people to let you know. And everybody wants to say something. Everybody's got to say it. I'm scared this is a big blob of paint. It's just gonna like come crashing down. But if it does, that's like the least of my problems. That's fine. And her hair will be match that background. Let's get this color. This is the color I was telling you about that smells really weird. It's just like so weird smelling. I think that maybe it turned. It smells crazy. I don't know. It smells wrong, huh? Like it smells like rotten eggs. And I like got it for free. I think it was like a giveaway or like a sample, and I'm like, I'm never gonna use this ugly color. It's so ugly. And I use it like all the time. I use it so much. I use it in my art constantly. I love hot pink. It's the best color ever. And I'm almost out of it, and I think also I think they were giving it away because it probably was bad, or it was like old. It smells pretty old. But I'm gonna have to go out and get some more of this stuff. But I better use it. I hope it doesn't, when it dries, I hope it's not stinky too. I think it's just stinky like when it's wet, and then when it dries it's better, hopefully. Because, I mean, I've had this paint for a while, and I think it's gotten worse. But I love the color though. I mean, you can't go wrong with this color. Isn't it funny how that square of pink ended up right on her cheek? Like a blush. That's great. That looks really awesome. That is really weird. That guy is crazy. He's like on a you know what it kind of looks like? Is that he fell asleep in a pool. Like he looks like he's in a pool and he's on a floaty, isn't it? And he's gonna get like really sunburned in this. He's gonna get sunburned. But that's kind of what it looks like. Let's put him on a floaty. Oh, you know, that's really fun to kind of illustrate the characters in this. And I think that's pretty. It's a great reference. We can just draw the guys in there. And it all makes sense. All makes sense one day. Look, I like her a lot. Oh, the guys with the beards, though. Dreaming of the beard. That's funny too. I'm gonna draw the girl with the striped shirt. From the side, because it's going to be hard if you just like try to draw over that purple. It's going to be really tough. It's already so dark. So this looks like a helmet, but it's going to be her hair. And this looks like the rest of that shadow on that coffee cup. Oh, they're getting a little crooked, but we'll fix them. ton of wood on her. Mm-hmm. It looks like she has a spider nest on her head. We'll draw on her stripes. It's funny how they're, even with this like really big brush, their faces kind of come out on their own. This hair is really, really disturbing though. But I kind of, it's okay. Let's stand back and see what we got. Kind of goth like Robert Smith hair. I think that's kind of, let's do some, it's not like a true portrayal of an actual city scene without like a goth in there somewhere. It's important. That's funny. That's a really funny looking person. I like it. I think that's good. I think that's good for now. How are we doing on time? Is it good? Yeah? It's time to wrap it up. Cue the music. It's like, wrap it up. Wrap it up, people. We got things to do. It's like, oh my god, I could go on forever. Just like, it's like 21 straight hours. 24 straight hours of Tharp. I'd have to set the camera up myself because everyone would be like, no more. So there it is. We've done some progress on this mural. We've added some things. You got to see a tour of the studio, and so next week we'll be working on it. Probably again, maybe doing something a little different. I'll have progressed a bit. Oh my god! Is that a cockroach? What is that? It's a bug. It's a huge bug. Get a close up. Get a close up. Oh my god. Look at what we deal with. Oh my god. I'm not going to kill it. It's so gross. Oh my god. It's like the Halloween episode has already begun. So gross. Anyway, yes. Yes, here it is. Thanks for watching Tharp World. There's bugs. See what we deal with? Yes. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Au revoir.